Summary of the Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne ****. The Scarlet Letter is a classic novel by Nathaniel Hawthorne that explores themes of sin, guilt, redemption, and societal judgment in 17th-century Puritan New England. The story begins with Hester Prynne, a young woman who has committed adultery and is publicly shamed for her sin. She emerges from prison holding her infant daughter, Pearl, and wearing a scarlet letter, A, on her chest, a symbol of her adultery. The townspeople watch as Hester is humiliated on the scaffold, but she refuses to reveal the identity of Pearl's father. Hester settles on the outskirts of the Puritan community and earns a living as a skilled seamstress. Despite her ostracism, she endures her punishment with dignity and resilience. Pearl, Hester's illegitimate child, grows into a free-spirited and intelligent girl, but her unconventional behavior and her connection to Hester's sin make her an object of suspicion among the townspeople. Pearl often serves as a living reminder of Hester's transgression, embodying both the consequences and the innocence of her mother's actions. The novel introduces Arthur Dimmesdale, a young and revered minister who is secretly Pearl's father. Dimmesdale is tormented by guilt and shame over his concealed sin but lacks the courage to confess. His inner turmoil manifests in physical and psychological suffering, which he tries to mitigate through intense self-punishment and prayer. Dimmesdale's secret guilt contrasts sharply with Hester's public shame, highlighting the novel's central theme of hidden versus exposed sin. Another key character is Roger Chillingworth, Hester's estranged husband, who arrives in the colony shortly after Hester's public shaming. Disguising his true identity, Chillingworth poses as a physician and vows to uncover Pearl's father. He becomes obsessed with seeking revenge on the man who wronged him, and his pursuit leads him to suspect and eventually confirm Dimmesdale's guilt. Chillingworth's relentless torment of Dimmesdale demonstrates the destructive power of vengeance and its ability to consume the soul. As the story progresses, Hester becomes a stronger and more compassionate figure. Her quiet defiance and acts of kindness gradually earn her some measure of respect within the community. The Scarlet Letter, initially a symbol of shame, begins to be seen as a mark of strength and skill. Hester also becomes a source of support for Dimmesdale, encouraging him to face his guilt and seek redemption. The climax of the novel occurs when Dimmesdale, overcome by his guilt and inspired by Hester's strength, decides to publicly confess his sin. During a public holiday, he ascends the scaffold with Hester and Pearl, revealing the truth to the astonished crowd. Dimmesdale's confession brings him a sense of peace, but his physical health fails, and he dies in Hester's arms. His death symbolizes the triumph of truth and the release from his internal torment. In the aftermath, Chillingworth loses his purpose for living and dies shortly after Dimmesdale. He leaves his wealth to Pearl, who grows up and eventually leaves the Puritan community. Hester continues to live a quiet life, helping others and wearing the Scarlet Letter until her death. In the end, she is buried near Dimmesdale, symbolizing their shared humanity and the complexity of sin, redemption, and love. The Scarlet Letter is a profound exploration of the human condition, delving into the struggles of individual morality versus societal expectations. Through its richly drawn characters and powerful symbolism, the novel critiques the harshness of puritanical judgment while celebrating the resilience and redemption that come from facing one's flaws and embracing the complexity of human nature.